Come with me to the future, to 2060, where every single piece of land on this planet is covered with a hard drive. That's what's going to happen if we don't do something about storage and the data that we generate. My name is Graham Codrington. This is Throwforward Thursday, and we've got a problem with data. Every single day, we generate about 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. And that's enough data to fill about 50 million iPhones every single day. Most of that data these days is stored somewhere in the cloud. Now, I know that when you put it in the cloud, you don't see where it goes, but the cloud is an actual physical place. These are data centers dotted all around the world, massive facilities with incredibly large hard drive spaces that need to be kept chilled. And we use lots of air conditioning, we use lots of water to keep all of those data centers working around the world. Some estimates say about 1.5% of all of the world's electricity right now is taken up by data centers, but we keep doubling the amount of data we produce every 2 years at the moment. And if we continue like that and we don't find more efficient ways of storing our data, by 2060, we're going to need the entire planet to be covered in hard drives. Okay, so we can't do that. We need some solutions. Some solutions will be better ways of storing information, reducing file sizes, although that doesn't really happen at the moment. Every time you buy a new machine, bigger hard drives, right? The other way would be to make hard drives smaller, but we're nearing capacity on that. So maybe the other thing that we could do is change where and how we store our information. And that is today's Throwforward Thursday. We need to learn how to store information in DNA. If you remember from school, the DNA has got 4 ACTG ways in which it stores its own information. We can encode the way we currently work with data, which is binaries, that's noughts and ones. Okay, now I've lost a few of you. We don't have to get into the nerdy details. I'll put some links into the show notes. So if you're watching a video, look for those links. If you're listening to the podcast, it's there in the show notes. There's a few things if you're interested to go and read. But we know that this technology works. We have been able to do it already in experimental form, where we take the binary system, the noughts and ones we currently use, which are put onto magnetic hard drives, and we re-encode that into the ACGT of DNA, and that dramatically reduces the space that we need to use. Also dramatically then reduces the size. It also means that it doesn't wear out. Magnetic hard drives wear out after about 10 years or so. DNA, well, we know that we can find DNA that's 50,000 years old and it's still intact. So who knows how long it goes for. And maybe more importantly, DNA uses basically no energy. It's not zero, but it's basically no energy, which then deals with the water and the electricity and everything else costs of our current systems. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We've shown that we're capable of doing it. We've got to learn how to do it more effectively. And if we do, we can basically take the entire world's storage space right now. If we put it all into DNA format, it would fit into a hard drive about the size of a small car that uses no energy and has no carbon footprint. Wouldn't that be amazing? So, storing our data in DNA in the future, that's where we're going. It needs to happen before 2060, probably before 2040, to be honest, if we're going to mitigate some of those climate change and carbon footprint issues as well. Storage in DNA. Throwforward Thursday, always fun, always interesting. Join me next week as we fly into the future again and see what's going on there.